Story time about something that happened to me in kindergarten. So we was at recess and I was playing with my friends and this girl named Haley was chasing me because I made fun of her nickname, which was Bling Bling the Wing Chaying. So when she was chasing me around and I climbed up this ladder and she climbed up right after me and I kicked her in the face and she fell to the floor with a bloody nose and the teacher called us over and talked to us and she had to sit on the side for recess and I didn't. So when I was in the bathroom she sent one of her friends to mess with me and she climbed on the stall and watched me poop. So I took my shit and threw it in her face and it got in her mouth and I didn't get in trouble and she smelled like shit. That's what her bubba wubba funna hubba fubba jubba gubba cubba yubba nubba zumba rubba shitty litty witty kitty mitty nitty yitty jitty pitty quitty ritty. When I was in my room dancing to WAP, I heard someone knock on my door. I opened it and my mom started yelling at me saying, "What is this music that I'm listening to?" I came up with something and I quickly said, "It's not what you think. It's called WAP and it stands for Women Are Powerful." She smiled and said period and then walked out. The song already ended long ago and I was still dancing in my room and I got a ding on my phone. It was a Facebook post notification. My mom put up a new post. I clicked it and it was a photo of her head edited on Cardi B and she captioned it, "Did you know that WAP and women have always been WAP? We don't need no man to satisfy our needs because WAP." She then made a whole list of women she thought were powerful and she said, "Here are some WAPs." All my cousins were commenting LMAO and LOL and she asked me why they thought it was funny. I said they're probably just sexist as a joke, but my mom believed it, and she now ignores our cousins at family gatherings. One time when I was 14 I'd always play on this quiet block with my friends. There were a few houses and a park there so we just took that as our chill out spot. There was this one house. It was a 2-story house and there would always be an older woman sitting at the front having a smoke. On the upstairs bedroom we could always see a boy who looked around 10. He had dark brown hair and very pale skin. He would smile and wave at us and watch us play in the park. I felt bad, so after this happening for a while we decided to walk up to the woman while she was having her smoke and asked if her son would like to play with us. She said, "Son? What do you mean?" We said, "We see a little boy at your bedroom window upstairs every day." She gasped and asked us to explain what he looks like. We did and she started crying and told us we perfectly described her dead son who died from a speeding car hitting him while he came home from school. The window we saw him at was the window from his bedroom. We said we are sorry and we left. If that's not the creepiest thing ever, then I don't know what is. One day my parents got a whole treadmill so they could work out. It looked cool, so when we set it up I wanted to use it. I wasn't allowed to use it because my parents said it was dangerous. I didn't give a fuck if it was dangerous, I still wanted to try it. When they set it up they told us they were gonna use it but they didn't trust me, so they locked the door so I couldn't go in. They were done and they said it worked fine. Fast forward to when it was nighttime. My parents got me to sleep but I stayed up because I was gonna use it when everyone was asleep. They walked out of my room thinking I went to sleep, but when they got into bed I snuck downstairs to where the treadmill was. I didn't know how to use it but I didn't feel like reading the instructions. I kind of got an idea of how it works, so I plugged it into the wall and turned it on. It was loud as fuck so I was scared my parents would hear, but YOLO. It was really slow so I turned the speed up to full. It progressively got faster and faster. I knew I had run that fast before when my mom chased me with her chancla. My legs were gonna fall off but I didn't know how to stop it, so I just stopped moving, and next thing you know, since it was going so fast it pushed me right against the door leaving a giant hole. My back was hurting like I think I got scoliosis from that. I was yelling rat-a-tat-a-ta, help 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 me help rat-a-tat h rat-a-tat-a 911. My parents rushed downstairs and started yelling at me. Now there is a dent in the downstairs door. I was sent to the emergency room and it turns out I had a ruptured rib cage, scoliosis, a fractured vertebrae, and arthritis.